Mamma.
Obviously, we're going to get into a Q&A session to answer your questions and to make sure you're all nice and prepared. First question, what do I miss most about camp? Honestly, I think the kind of community feel of everyone being together. When you go to camp and you get to know everyone, even with the children that you're looking after, you all just become a really nice big family. You all see each other every single day. Am I too old / how old do I need to be to go to camp? There's no age limit on Camp America, which is the agency I used. There were 18-year-olds, there were 30-year-olds. Honestly, I don't think the age matters. What was my job? My job was a general counsellor and lifeguard. I would look after my campers, and when they had swim sessions, I would be on lifeguard duty, and also I'd get called at different parts of the day. Swimming happened every day on our camp, so I'd have to do lifeguard duty then. What if you don't have a lifeguard certificate? If you don't have a lifeguard certificate, the camp should train you to become a lifeguard. My camp personally put me through a very tough test. You know, we were swimming 2-3 hours a day. It was actually raining at this point, and we just still had to get in the water. It was freezing cold. How did I train and keep fit? And did I ever do bodyweight workouts? Yes, so I'd train probably maybe 3 times a week, just when I had a little bit of time, when I had a little break. I would go to the park and I'll just use the frames and the monkey bars and stuff like that, do pull-ups, push-ups. It was mostly bodyweight training. Maybe on a couple of days off, I found a gym. I either paid or I found a free day pass. You're always on the go in camp, so just be careful how much you do. How many people are there over there? It builds up. So I remember I went in the beginning of June and there were only staff there. We were doing a couple of training weeks, more and more staff started to come in, maybe 20, 30, 40 staff. Once the campers came in, you're looking at maybe 100, 200 campers. So altogether you might have 400 people on camp, but it just depends on your camp. What is the phone policy? The phone policy in most camps is that you can't use your phone and you can't get it out. Now for us, it was a little bit kind of lenient when we had to take photos for promotional purposes, but apart from that, we weren't really allowed to use our phones. I would recommend just put your phone away, put it off, put it in your backpack. The campers aren't allowed to use their phones either most of the time, so just keep it away, keep it safe, and have a detox from your phone. What to wear for your visa appointment? I would definitely recommend you go smart for your visa appointment. So I wore a shirt and tie. It just makes a good impression. So if you're in the UK, you're probably going to have to go to the London embassy. Remember, it's an embassy. The guy that interviewed me, he was just really friendly. He clearly saw that I was presenting myself well, and he just gave me my visa within, you know, a minute. So yeah, it's just one day. Just make sure you make a good impression. Is the food good there? Right, the food in my camp was not the best. It was just, it depends what you like really, because over in America, there might be a lot of cheese, that type of thing, and that's just their normal kind of diet. So they would have now and again a special kind of feast thing, but it's not the end of the world. You just get used to it as well. So sometimes we would just have like plain rice and chicken, meatloaf, or you'd have a lot of pancakes and syrup and stuff like that. For me personally, that's not what I usually eat, so it's different for me. Some camps might have a bit more to give you, and they might have like better meals, more variety and stuff like that, but at my camp personally, the food was not great. Did I go to a recruitment fair? No. Funny story, I applied literally a month or 2 before I left. I was so rushed. I had to do my application overnight. I think the deadline was about 5 days later. Luckily, Camp America were really friendly, they really helped me out, and I just got my application done. I think my visa appointment was maybe 3 weeks before I had to leave. It was really rushed, but yeah, I didn't go to a recruitment fair. You don't have to go to a recruitment fair. Which camp did I go to? My camp was called Camp Vacamus. Have you got any advice for the interview? Okay, so there's 2 interviews. There's the Camp America interview and there's the camp interview. My Camp America interview was in person. I met up with my interviewer. It's really calm, really chilled. It was more like a chat. You have to just be prepared with some nice answers. Tell them about your background and tell them why you want to be on Camp America or why you want to be on summer camp. As for the camp interview, it's going to be a little bit more formal. Mine was through Skype. I actually wore a shirt and tie for it because I wanted to still present myself well. So yeah, they're going to be asking you more formal questions such as things about safeguarding, what you do in certain scenarios. You should also have an opportunity though to ask your own questions to the interviewer. Did I accept my first offer, and do you get to choose your camp? Okay, so I think I got 2 offers. As I said, my application was extremely late, so I only got about 2 offers. One of them I think kind of fell off. I can't really remember, but basically you don't have to accept the first offer. I think you have a window of opportunity to accept it and decide. What I'd recommend is just really research the camp offers that you get and then go from there. How much money would I recommend taking? Okay, so I'll take about $100 to $300 from the UK in cash, okay? Take that money, keep it safe, and just use it for emergencies. Take maybe 10 to 20 pounds of English money, just keep that safe as well. That's just gonna be for the airport. Obviously, for peace of mind and safety, you'd be better off with a card. I had the travel card. The company I used was called Monzo. It prevents any extra fees from being incurred, so I'll definitely recommend a good travel card. With my one, you can just transfer money from the UK bank account to the travel card, and then you can just use it as you go. And all that happens is that the exchange rate is taken into consideration, and that's it. There's no extra hidden fees. Was it easy fitting with a schedule that I'm not used to? It was very difficult. The first 2 weeks I was jet lagged, and I was being put in a lake 2-3 hours a day swimming. I was literally falling asleep at 6 p.m, but I had to stay awake because our schedule didn't finish till 9 p.m. So I was literally half asleep walking to the next training sessions. But yeah, it wasn't easy fitting with a schedule that I wasn't used to, definitely. You just get kind of thrown into it, but it is the best way, and you learn a lot doing that. Are there any bad bits? Right, this is an interesting question. Yeah, there are bad bits about camp. Not necessarily bad, but it's just kind of things that you don't expect. So on camp, you might not get along with everyone, and that's okay. You're not going to do that anyway in life. So just remember to be respectful to everyone. If you don't get along with people, don't make a big fuss about it. Another bad thing, in my opinion, was the food. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the most nutritious. I'm obviously into my fitness, and it did kind of affect me, but it wasn't a deal breaker at the time, so it was okay. And definitely the long hours. It's not, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just that it's something that you should really go in willing to do. You know, 7, 8 in the morning till 9, 10 at night. And you might even have to do night shift where you might be in the bunk and the campers aren't even going to sleep. So you'll have to look after them and make sure that you put them to sleep with another counsellor, because they might be up till midnight and it's your responsibility to get them to sleep. Suitcase or rucksack? I took a suitcase personally. I think I would recommend a suitcase. What was the most challenging thing I didn't expect at camp? I didn't expect to be working that long hours and be thrown into it. Also, I was extremely jet lagged at the beginning, like I said, and I was very tired all the time. But you do get used to it, and it's definitely a good learning curve, and you're all in it together, so it is okay. What was the most rewarding thing about going to camp? Definitely making a difference to so many campers, and they come from backgrounds where they might not even have the opportunity to see someone like you and to do the activities that they do. So I definitely, make the most of it and just be open and honest and put yourself out there. Be someone that these campers look up to. Really be that person that, you know what, they want to see you again the next year, and they're excited to, see you when they wake up in the morning. Just be that person for them, because they might not have that person at home or where they're from. Did I travel afterwards? Yes, I did. I was based in New Jersey. I'd already done New York City a lot of times. Maybe I went there on 5, 6 different occasions. So New York City was done. After that, I went from Dallas to Houston. Oh mate, I tell you what, it's very warm today. Oh well. Hopefully that person who took it will give it back. Gotta be daredevil. Sick! Am I returning? I don't know yet. I'm not sure. It's something I'm still working on. What do you have to do to go back to camp? I presume that means to go back to camp the next year, and all you have to do is just basically do a good job while you're there and make sure that they want you back. General advice, and would I recommend camp? Yes, I would recommend to do Camp America. It's definitely an amazing experience. You learn so much doing it, and it's just one of those things where you go out there and you just become a different person when you return. It's amazing. It really matures you in a lot of ways, and I definitely recommend traveling afterwards as well. Go in with an open mind, be prepared to do everything that you can do, make sure that no matter what, you are going to stick it out to the end, because there were definitely times where I wanted to quit, but I didn't, because I knew I'd put myself there for a reason. So do not quit, even when it gets extremely hard. There's people there that are going to be crying literally because it's so difficult. Just be there to support people. They'll be there to support you. You're all in it together. Just make sure that, you know, you're really open to smash the summer, and just make sure that you're ready to go through with it, and you're not going to give up no matter what you do. That's it, guys, for now. I think I finished all the questions. There are going to be more questions that come up. What I'll do is I'll drop my Instagram down below, and if you need any questions answered, just message me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you check out the playlist for my summer camp videos. You can go check that out. I'll see you in the next one.